hater, let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog riding with the hillbilly. Q-Bone staying with the lick. Really became a boss many years back when I'm gone. Give me, pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up a little louder, turn it up a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound.
Tonight, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears taking on Carson Wentz and the Washington Commanders.
Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming 10-71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Chicago Bears. The Commanders defense out to go to work here. Sensational a week ago in the victory. And we'll see how this group can perform, and in particular this man at corner.
And he was definitely a ball hawk last week. He had 2 interceptions in that game. That's going above and beyond for a defender. But it shows just how good he's been in shutting down the other guy's passing game.
Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. And the catch. And right away, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run.
Back out as a Commander defense. They lead 7-0. Trying to put a stop together here as this drive starts with a first down. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 19 carries, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over.
Now the ball comes loose, and it's Washington that scoops it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed.
The Commanders back out there on defense. They've had the upper hand so far in this first half of play, working with a good lead already as they look to defend this first. On first down, Fields. being chased out left. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. A quick reaction as he catches it off the tip. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Back out is the Commander defense. They'll try to get the football right back to their offense who just punted. So now they'll try to force a punt themselves. It's 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chase Young, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. The Commanders back out there on defense. And after their guys were forced to punt a moment ago, they'll try to force one of their own here as this drive begins with a 1st down. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach.
Fields hit, and the ball is loose. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. I'm not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Here's Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the...
Back out as a Commander defense. They've looked good so far. This whole team has, for that matter, in the midst of a big first half. As this next drive begins, 1st and 10. Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Now a first down throw. Fields over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Fields got an open man. It's Pringle. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 44-yard line. From the gun, here's Fields. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chase Young able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Fields escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. A shotgun snap, Fields. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took a win.
The Commanders back out there on defense. They've got to defend a tough spot here. Their backs to their own end zone. It's 1st and goal. Fields now to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Fields. Looking middle, and that's complete. Touchdown, Bears! Byron Pringle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie.
Back out as the Commander defense. They'll see what they can do and try to force a stop as this drive starts 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd and inches. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, it's Fields. There's Mooney with another catch. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The Commanders back out there on defense. They'll have to defend the short field here as this drive begins with Fields on first down. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35. Back out as a Commander defense. They forced the INT on that previous drive, and what a season their veteran stalwart is having. He has been a ball hawker ever since he joined this franchise, and he'll search for more as this next drive gets started. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's Fields. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
To throw is Fields. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down.
The Commanders back out there on defense. They've done a really nice job of slowing the tempo of this offense, and as a result, they've got a comfortable 3rd quarter lead as this next drive begins 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, Fields. And a loose football. Room here to run. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes.
Back out as a Commander defense. They had that strip a moment ago that led to the return for a score, so they're playing free and easy now as they try to shut down this offense again. They'll start on the ground here on first down. A great move by Montgomery. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. The Commanders back out there on defense. They're back onto the field following the interception a moment ago, so they'll need to get their wits about them quickly here as they set to defend this 1st and 10. Now Montgomery running right. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there, holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A read option. Here's Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the... Back out is the Commander defense. They'll start by looking at a 1st and 10 at the 25. Throwing to start the drive. Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want him to catch the football first.
On 1st and 10, Fields. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Again, Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
And Sanders has got it complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
2nd and 4. They can still get a first down without scoring. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, the Commanders back out there on defense. They'll have field position working in their favor as this ball backed up inside the 5-yard line as this drive begins 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. On 2nd and 7. Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first. They'll drop to throw. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Fields. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Back to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Kyler Fackrell, the linebacker. And this one will be brought back to the 22. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Washington, they were...
When I don't have a daughter, I know me, I pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know he missed the know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, and the best, and you go. And I got it, and I got it. Get my way up, get my way up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, and the best, and you go.
You inside yet?
I just walked in. This place, bro, it's legit.
You earned it, my man. Congratulations. There's a lot for you to take in.
Yeah, but I can already tell you picked me a winner here, bro.
Hey, it's what I do. Gotta make sure my guy's properly taken care of.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. To hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton, but with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 cribbin'. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to live in. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottom. Take 2 and pull out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me.
Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. Carson Wentz and the Washington Commanders taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
Well, we've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Green Bay Packers and the Washington Commanders. Commanders' defense about ready to get going. They are 6-0 here to start the year. And one of the guys tasked with slowing down this passing attack will be this man on the perimeter.
And he definitely showed off his ability to get to the ball carrier last week. Ran around blocks, ran through them as well, and wound up with 9 tackles in the victory.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Here's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. It fights him off. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Out is the Commander defense. They're in a somewhat unenviable position here to start the drive with the ball already up near midfield. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Rodgers now to throw. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. That's his first catch of the game and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Again, it's Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up 4th down. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb, and the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking.
The Commanders back out there on defense. They just got the benefit of a beautiful punt a moment ago, so this offense backed up down. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. The numbers for Jones last week: 20 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they've built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
Rodgers now on first down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw him on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Back out as a Commander defense. They forced the INT on that previous drive, and what a season their veteran stalwart is having. He has been a ball hawker ever since he joined this franchise, and he'll search for more as this next drive gets started. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught by Cobb. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Packers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Rodgers. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. And again, it's Rodgers. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 21. On 1st down, Rodgers. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression.
The Commanders back out there on defense. They've had the upper hand so far this first half of play, working with a good lead already as they look to defend this first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And he'll be out right at the 35. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Back out is the Commander defense. And they'll begin by trying to defend a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. The Commanders back out there on defense. They've been the dominant side so far, working with a 2-score lead here in this 3rd quarter as this next drive gets underway. Rodgers now on 1st down. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone, and that's a defensive touchdown. Back out is the Commander defense. They had that strip a moment ago that led to the return for a score, so they're playing free and easy now as they try to shut down this offense again. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Now Rodgers. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Throwing